don't know how well you can hear me, but where I got loaded, you see there's 3 skids down there because they loaded me from the dock. They didn't have a ramp or anything to come down. So they put these 3, brought this out, sat it on top. Got one there up front too, same thing. Yeah, I got a damn sock on the floor. Yeah, some of these guys actually can do something on a forklift, some of them can't, so at least they got it loaded. It was originally supposed to be hand load, so that worked out well. Alright guys, so the trip I took, here's what the fuel mileage was. 16.7, 15-hour drive time, 989 miles, and the load was 2 skids at 1,625. Okay guys, so I'm sitting in Arkansas, sitting in Rogers, Arkansas, near the office of Barrett. I delivered in Clarksville, Arkansas yesterday, which is about 100 miles away. They told me nobody was here, so I moved over here, and no luck yet. Which normal circumstances I would have been gone more than likely by now. Not all the time, but 90+% of the time I would have been done, had a load. So that's a little bit of the effect of what's going on. If they try and get anything off of the bid board, it's just we just can't win the bid. Our rates are higher than most, and the bid boards are just going super cheap. So that's making it difficult. So we're basically basing our freight on call-ins and direct customers. So it's a matter of just being at the right place at the right time, which I had touched on that before, which was the possibility of what was going to happen. Which brings you to the point about the rates. The rates should be higher. I mean, they're asking for more than and better than or above normal services by coming out here, especially when you're having to wear gloves and masks into places. You're going into highly infected areas in some of these instances. So we should be asking for a higher rate is what most should be doing, and some might be, and some are probably getting it. Don't get me wrong, it's not that nobody's getting it, and I say that because the minute you say that somebody's not doing this, somebody will chime in, oh, well, I'm getting this, I'm doing just fantabulous. Well, congrats. Overall, as a blanket statement, there's not everybody's doing well and bidding well as they should and getting the good bids that they're putting out there. This is doing the opposite, which is frustrating for this industry, is that you're getting people that were already desperate before because they weren't they weren't doing the job as well as they should have, managing their money as well as they should have, putting themselves in position for the next load as they should have. So now they're even more desperate because the volume of freight is down. So now it's like, oh, I'll take it even cheaper because I just need to run. I just need to put money into my bank, which I get it. I do get it to an extent. But at the same time, it's killing the rates. Like I said, we're providing above and beyond normal services, which Expediting is already a specialized sector of transporting freight, and that's why the rates are supposed to be decent anyhow. And then now you throw this on top of it, you're going above and beyond what our normal specialized service is. So again, added services, you're supposed to be paying more. People aren't doing it. But yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's like I said, it comes down to the unity out here sucks. You don't want no union per se, but you want more people to be on the same page. And unfortunately, this industry being so easy to get into brings a lot of people out here that just aren't doing things the right way. So yeah, enough of that. I just like I said, I'm sitting here in Rogers. Just went in here to Walmart, and I was gonna grab the camera, but went in here to Walmart and did a little shopping. And what's crazy is this is the Walmart I come and hang out at every time I'm in town here, and this stuff going on, it seems like it's busier than normal, which is crazy. They've got two main entrances, and they both have one side is for in, one side is for out. They just have it roped off to where you can't cross that way. But once you get in there, it's just a frenzy of people. It's kind of I don't know. I don't want to demean or minimize what's going on, but at the same time, it's just kind of crazy to see everybody with these masks and gloves and all these precautions taken. And as I said, at the same time, they're just doing things inside there that are counterproductive. Watch a comedian, subscribe to his channel, Emery King. Some of you guys are probably familiar with him, but he did a video talking about going into Walmart there in Kentucky. They seem to be doing it the right way. You go in, and they have arrows in each aisle telling you what direction they want the flow of people to go. So you're not you're not got the crisscross of traffic. You're just going in one direction. So you're going to have people, ideally, everybody's just going to be in a steady line going through the aisles. I'm sure it's not working out as they intended, but it's on the right track, it seems. I wanted to talk about on my trip down out of Ohio. My trip was from Ohio to Arkansas, 974 miles. You got all this corona stuff going on, and as I was going through southern Ohio, going through Cincinnati and crossing into Kentucky, what was it? Thursday night, man, Wednesday night, rather. Yeah, Wednesday night. There was a bunch of tornado stuff going on down there. There was a tornado watch, and I ended up having to pull over at one point, pulled over under an overpass and against a large, tall concrete wall to block the wind and everything. But prior to that, I had two instances of real heavy hail. I had to slow down considerably to make sure that didn't damage anything, which it didn't. But I'm just thinking, I've just been within the last year, I've just been in some really crazy weather, and then you got this pandemic going on, and it's like, Jesus, if you was one of them types that think the world's coming to an end, that would be enough signs to think that. I'm not one of those. I just think it's just a matter of, it's just timing out that way that these things are happening. Because my first 5-6 years of driving, I had very little weather-related issues that I was involved in. But in the past year or two, I've been in some crazy places where ice is frozen, shut me down, snow shut me down. I've been in the middle of places where tornadoes have hit. Right here where I'm sitting, one time a tornado came right through here, man. So it's just, I'm now hitting some of these shits that I was avoiding for the first 5-6 years, because I don't know if any of you remember that big ice storm in Atlanta, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. But I was in Jackson, Georgia when that happened. I was just south of Atlanta when that stuff was happening. I ended up getting a load that had to pick up in South Carolina, and I grabbed the Ram McNally Atlas and found a back route, because I knew that it was going to be just stupid to go through Atlanta. At that time, everything wasn't completely shut down, but I knew it would be stupid to go through there, so I went the back route and ended up getting up there. Well, at that night, that's when everybody was stuck for 24 hours or some shit like that, where it was just totally shut down. That same winter, I had just missed, I was sitting on the east side of Texas near Louisiana, and I left up out of there just before the ice storm came through there that shut down that part of Texas. So where before I was getting lucky and missing it, I'm hitting it now. I'm getting in the middle of it. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. At least I hope not, right? Here, just did some shopping. Like I said, this is the spot I go to. This is the Walmart. So I just did some shopping here at Walmart. So I'm going to get back here and get my lunch. So, alright guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get this uploaded and everything. I'll be back with another update later, man. You guys all be safe out there. Holler at you.